Oh my god. The spookiest time of year continues.
Oh, yeah.
And this...
That spooky time of year.
Oh yeah, we got a classic for you today.
Beetlejuice.
Beetle like... Goose something?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetle guys.
Beetlejuice?
Oh, no,
Beetlejuice.
no. This is a family-friendly show. Or
Uh,
family-friendly-ish. Come on, we only had like one story about condoms the last time, okay?
Yeah, that may have been one too many.
yeah.
I have regrets.
Listen, this
All
most
of
my
our
life.
all of our topics were kind of gross that day,
You know,
which
sometimes
is
you
kind
gotta
of
lean into it.
unfortunate. You know, I wanted this to be a classy podcast.
And
But
we
we
failed.
Delved into poo-poo, caca, condoms.
Listen, that is a valuable education that you
Nut
can...
smashing.
Okay, see, that was...
Nut smashing.
Okay, that was the most wholesome part of the show, except for the guy's bleeding forehead. Well, both their bleeding foreheads.
Yeah, but I made it sound bad.
You did pretty much make it sound bad. I was trying to save it.
And we're back.
We are.
We're back. You can't get rid of us.
Nope.
I mean, you
I'm like
could, but it would take a lot of work.
What's cockroaches and the Transmit podcast are what's going to survive in the apocalypse.
Yep. We're going to be here in this pristine room. Everything outside is going to be like a nuclear wasteland. It's going to be like that scene from the Terminator 2.
Or the outside world for the characters of Beetlejuice.
Or that.
You know?
So yeah,
I always like the T2 visual because there's a lot of skulls. Like, it's like a carpet of skulls in the future. You notice that?
yeah, there's
Just
a lot
the
of
way
skulls.
I like it.
So
That's pretty metal.
population like increased very quickly and then quickly decreased,
Then nuked.
leaving only their skulls,
Right? Okay.
who are like packed together too. They're not
Yeah,
like
they're-
separated.
There's like beds of trucks just full of skulls.
You know what? I just realized those are probably mass graves.
Yikes. Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
Maybe, or it could just be a bunch of people that just died all over on top of each
Or
other.
let's just say they were at like a concert.
There you go. A lot of concerts right when the nuclear holocaust happened.
So we're looking at like
the
some
middle of the mosh pit.
we were looking at some analytics of our podcast because we're trying to make it better. We're trying to get the views and the listens.
And we're incredibly narcissistic.
So like we're trying to figure out like how do we get more listeners on
Why
here.
do you people like us?
Why do certain people like
So
us?
yeah, if you're listening, go to like either YouTube comment section or one of our
DM us.
Go to
on
one of
Twitter.
our social medias.
Especially-
or Instagram.
Especially for that guy from
Or Facebook.
Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah, we noticed that there's someone
from Dallas.
We figured out who
Yeah.
the Oshkosh and San Diego people,
Yeah, we know
Might be.
them.
but the Dallas one has kind of gotten
Everyone in our area are the people we've guilted into downloading our podcast. But there's like the one guy in Kenya.
There was a Kenyan, an Austrian, and a bunch of different countries. You know what I think that is? I think that's people using VPNs
Oh, hey, that could be it.
to
Oh.
listen to us.
You know what?
But why do you need a VPN to listen to us?
I know.
We're not prohibited anywhere that I know of.
Right? Well, okay, wait. Most of the people, they do go through a cell phone. So does that mean they're VPNing through their cell phone?
You can.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
You know, I like mine better where there's just there's that one guy in Japan who downloaded an episode. Can I have that?
So they're going back and forth between buying weed with Bitcoin and then listening to us.
I hope so. Look, I think being in an altered state is the best way to listen to this
That would be a
podcast.
good sponsor for us. Is
Surfshark, the
Surfshark.
VPN of this production.
Surfshark VPN, everybody.
Right.
You don't sponsor us yet, but we hope you will.
We'll take your money.
We gave you money, and we hope that you will give money back to us.
Let's make this a cyclical thing, man.
And it
Yeah.
is likely that our listeners may be in need of an upgrade, a VPN upgrade. I don't know.
Or maybe they're just ashamed of listening to us, so they want to hide that.
Surfshark is actually one of the fastest growing VPNs. So it's got about 2,000 servers right now in other countries, and proud to
Probably.
support them.
We're giving free ad copy to you.
We are.
Give us
so
money.
Support us.
You owe us now. This is a binding contract. You need to give us $3.
And if not, screw you, Surfshark.
No.
No.
No. We're good.
We
We're
love
good.
you.
Please don't sue us now. Okay, so that was a weird rabbit hole I almost went down with our analytics. Was like, okay,
Yeah.
which episode did that guy from Japan download? And I'm like, no, this is a spiral.
we have like almost 100 episodes to go through to find the one that a Japanese
Salary
listener.
man somewhere.
listens to.
And I'm sitting there like, nope, not worth it.
Yeah.
But I almost did it.
So you're watching we were watching Doctor Who earlier.
Right. I found the opportunity to catch up on the episodes that I did not see with the 12th Doctor. And I had like 20 minutes left of an episode from one of the seasons that I hadn't watched. And these two sat in and watched it with me. And
So
Victor, you
much-
had a little bit of a hot take on it.
What did I say?
Something
don't
about
remember.
you compared it to
Oh.
another show that we like.
Oh, I thought it was like a live action Rick and Morty.
Well, I think
Yeah.
that's because you lack so much context, and that's what that's what they do. Is that's the strength of Rick and Morty is they'll just dive in and just do a
Yep.
critique on like some setup.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it looks like a budget friendly or a brand friendly Freddy Krueger or something.
Yeah. So if I was watching Freddy Krueger, it would remind me of Rick and Morty if I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, you'd be like,
You haven't seen any Doctor Who.
No, that was like my first time watching Doctor Who.
And it's kind of fitting that it was an episode with Daleks in it because that is the most quintessential
yeah, that
enemy of the Doctor other than maybe Cybermen.
yeah
So-
that is some core Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And Davros.
The scene that really clenched it for me, that really made me see that this was like a live action Rick and Morty, was when they were surrounded. Like it was Doctor Who
No.
and
no, it
the
was
girl
the
that he was.
Doctor and Clara.
The Doctor and Clara were surrounded by Daleks, and then they opened fire on Doctor Who and Clara. But like
The Doctor.
they had like they had like a force field.
And it's just all
That was
ineffectually
that was
bounced
totally
off.
like
the TARDIS.
something.
Was
That was like
still
something Rick
there.
Sanchez would do.
Well, yeah, it is very much like when all the Secret Service guys pointed their guns at him in the Oval Office.
Yeah, and they couldn't kill him because he had like all this like
He had some, like-
nanotechnology
Yeah, some MacGuffin.
stuff put in his body. Yeah, and then he just puts his sunglasses on and acts all cool, and it's like this what wouldn't be for like anyone else like a deadly situation, for him is just like a way to like, you know, be cool
Show-
on
yeah.
camera and stuff.
This
Just like Rick Sanchez would do.
This just affirms for me that you need to watch more Doctor Who so that you actually like understand the universe, and you will see more parallels between Rick and Morty and the Doctor, because I'm pretty sure it's basically canon. Canon's not necessarily the right word I was looking for, but that the Doctor was an inspiration for some of what they do in Rick and Morty.
Not really.
Some of their interspatial travel. I mean, Rick's always like, I don't do time travel, but that's literally primarily what the Doctor does.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So I should watch The Adventures of Doctor Who.
Yep. And he always had, and like he, and the Doctor treats his assistant really well, so it'll be a nice, refreshing change of pace.
The Doctor Who. You know, all this time I thought his name was Doctor Who,
Yeah, me too for a long time.
and then I found out that it was like a bunch of doctors, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's like Dax from
Yeah, it's like
from
yeah,
Deep Space Nine.
very much, except no slug.
Is that how Dax worked? It was like a slug.
Yeah,
that-
there's a slug in her gut that's the symbiote, or is that what's called a symbiote? Yes, I forget.
yeah. probably.
And yeah, and when the host dies, they transfer it over to the next host. It has to go through an intense selection process, and there's a whole bunch of drama in Deep Space Nine about that. Watch DS9. So yeah, it's very much like Dax, except less sluggy and more energy-y.
Do you want to know like how the Doctor changes bodies? Are you curious at all, or should I just have you watch? I should just have you watch it.
They cast a
I
new
shouldn't-
actor.
I
Is it
shouldn't-
clones? Is it like Rick Sanchez clones? Is it like
No.
they're in the basement? Does he have a bunch of clones of
No.
doctors?
No,
That's so sad. No, but it's a lot more magical looking. Okay,
sort of.
so
magical.
okay,
Wait, you know what? You are going to watch episodes of Doctor Who with me.
boom. It has been.
It has been determined.
This will come to pass.
I realized just now that I don't watch any shows on my own. Like every show that I watch is with you. But you watch
piggyback
shows.
off all of her
I
interests.
watch so many
You
different
watch
shows.
shows with me and by herself, and
So-
I only watch shows with you.
So if she was only into home improvement shows, you would only know about like dovetail joints and
He
like
wishes I watched home improvement shows because then I would have a bunch of ideas for things to do around the house. But
yep.
I'm just a sack of potatoes.
Hey, but you have varied and interesting taste.
I
so you
do
got that
watch.
going for you.
I just watch YouTube stuff.
I just finished watching the show Utopia on Amazon, and it is so good.
What about you liked? I remember you liked 90 Day Fiancé. We were watching that together for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
got through all of the ones that are available on Hulu, and so I am part of a Facebook group for basically 90 Day Fiancé shit posting,
Really?
and
It is something good to cringe at.
it is.
If you haven't
It
watched
really
90 Day
is.
Fiancé, it should be your next guilty pleasure.
I like.
the latest season though. Oh, excuse me. The latest season I haven't been able to see because they haven't released it on Hulu. I'm sure that I could watch it another way with my Surfshark VPN, but I haven't. I haven't even thought about watching it. So, but
so-
I've seen a lot of the cringe worthy things, particularly from a cast member who is originally from San Diego.
Oh, who's that?
Big Ed. Is
Oh,
from
really?
San
Big Ed.
Diego.
Okay, so this is why I wanted to.
Oh, nice.
This is why I wanted to watch this. Big Ed tells Rose that he can't have kids. That already makes me laugh.
I wanted.
Why do I don't know. I laugh at. They're posting this because they want people to laugh at it.
Yeah.
I think they're sick bastards.
I want to know why
Oh.
exactly. I hope it's because he can't be held down. He's too much of a free spirit.
One of my
It's not.
Facebook
Damn it.
one of my Facebook friends did an over the shoulder selfie of himself. Well, he did a selfie of himself and he had an over the shoulder shot of Big Ed. He's like, "Hey, y'all know who this is?" And he had Big Ed behind him.
Apparently
He found a Big Ed in the wild.
Oh, my
That's crazy.
my coworker actually used to see Big Ed at one of the downtown spa / gyms.
So now I kind of feel bad
So-
because we're about to kind of like talk shit about him, and he like
Rag
we
on
could,
someone from San Diego,
and he
which we
could
love.
we could run into him here.
Probably won't.
God,
Alright.
imagine he for some reason hears he like follows all of the mentions of him, and then you
I
get
want to
into
swim in the pool. I don't really like swimming in the ocean. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
90 Day
Less
Fiancé.
sand.
oh yeah, they're
I'm
having
all
a nice
sandy.
little like day out, and she
This
is way more
our
attractive than
second day
him.
in Palawan, and
Yeah, because she's from the Philippines.
after I
She is.
confronted her about her sister,
Oh yeah.
I feel 100% sure
You
that
know?
Rose had
What
nothing
does
to
he
do
do?
with her sister wanting money from me.
I don't know. He looks
Don't
he looks
laugh.
like Juggernaut actually.
He does a little bit.
He looks
He has zero neck.
He told me my sister messaged to him. She want money.
So she's in
and-
her
and
20s.
He was not 100% sure to me, so I feel hurt.
he's pretty strong. Look at that. He,
Oh, yeah.
he made her do a
I
backflip
He
right
can't
does
there.
work
forgive
out.
him because I love him
I mean-
and I want to enjoy our
Obviously, yeah, he
vacation.
does some workouts.
They
And
wanna-
this is the sort of swimming you do
Rose
if
and
like
I
you have a
are in
camera
a really
crew there.
good place right now.
Whoa, they did that
know.
shot on purpose.
Yeah, they
Let's
really
get
did.
right under
With
his
her.
gut.
Yeah.
I've actually seen pictures of what he used to look like
But
when he was young.
There's something that
Oh, yeah?
I'm afraid to tell
And
Rose that I should have told her a
It's
long
one of
time
those
ago.
situations where you're like,
I don't want
Okay.
more
Wait.
kids,
He said,
but she does.
Okay, so she
I
doesn't
didn't tell
want
her
them.
sooner because I didn't want to lose her.
Drama.
all right.
Wow, they
I
cut
like
the
the
music.
view.
Wow.
oh,
You
yeah.
do?
Yes.
So is this their house or is this?
You're my best view.
Yeah.
I mean
Okay,
it.
okay. That right there is all over TikTok.
Me.
Just that I
Mm.
like the view.
Oh,
He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
You do? He goes, you're my best view, and she goes, nah. That is people.
Oh yeah, they've been setting that to
They,
music.
that's a sound that people use on TikTok
All the
all
time.
the time.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
I
especially-
haven't seen it recently, but that's where I first
Me
heard
too.
it, and I was like, what is this?
Me
I don't
too.
understand.
especially with duets.
And
they
then
love
I
that.
right, and then I finally realized. I said, "Oh, that's okay." So that's the season that I didn't.
I'm
see.
only
but
three.
it's from before the 90 days,
Yeah.
which I have not started watching, which is probably the
So
next
I'm
one.
I'm only
Ni-
like 4 or 5 months behind the culture.
Yeah, 90 Day Fiancé has got its finger on the pulse of American internet culture, man. They know what
Yeah.
they're TLC, man. They know what they're doing.
Really
it's
up
the
the
next-
butt of it.
It's the next iteration of Schadenfreude. Reality TV
Sweet.
Schadenfreude.
Nice.
Hey, so I gotta talk to you about something.
Typical reality show. I got to talk to you.
I
about
need to talk to you.
Did we
Music
validate
starts.
our parking?
So last night, remember you're talking about you wanted more kids. And I want to be
More kids.
honest with you
She already
and
have
tell
one?
you that
Well, yeah, she
I
doesn't
know.
have this dude's kid.
I've raised a daughter. You know, she's 29, and it was a wonderful experience. But having more kids is not something that I want.
Well, he's 54. When the kid's 20, he's gonna be in his 70s.
In fact,
I know.
before I came to see you in the Philippines,
So I guess he's got like a
I
point.
had
Like he's got
scheduled 2 appointments
Uh-oh.
to have an operation.
Uh-oh.
her face.
It's called a vasectomy.
What? I do not understand.
There's an operation
Oh, boy.
in here.
Oh, he's
where
reaching
they-
down. Oh,
Snip.
he's grabbing his
He's
junk.
grabbed. So like
Ah.
here and then snip, snip.
There's got to be a more eloquent way to put this. Like they made it so that I can't have kids medically. No, he's gonna be like, yeah, you get down there and then you do a little snip, then you do a little tie, and yeah, I can't have kids anymore.
See, this is this would have been bad. This would have been lame if she knew what a vasectomy is. Like, oh, so you had a vasectomy, but she doesn't know what a
Just-
vasectomy is. So it's entertaining that he has to like
It's
he has to describe it
in
to her.
painful detail.
Literally.
It prevents me from getting you pregnant.
She just kicks him in the nuts and walks away.
Why you not tell me last night?
Good question.
I didn't know how.
So on camera is how?
I want 2 kids because that's my dream.
So she wants two.
I tell you before, right? I
Kids.
tell you I want 2 kids, but why you not answer me like this?
It was really horny. Like,
I
incredibly.
feel very, very, very sad. And I think I give you a time for thinking about this.
Ah,
I don't.
Like most
Cringe.
vasectomies are reversible.
yeah, I mean, I think he would have to like get like some dramatic surgery to make that not reversible,
You would literally have to have them like completely remove his vas deferens.
right?
So
Vast difference.
Yeah, the vast difference between him wanting and not wanting kids.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh God.
Ah, you know what? Nope,
Vast
that's
difference.
enough. I'm calling it quits for the day. You finish
Wha-
the podcast.
Why isn't there anything in here for me to throw at you?
This is kind of long. Do we? Is it? I
Do we
wonder
need
if
the whole thing?
No,
I think, yeah.
no.
I think we hit the important part.
I think this we really need to just watch this season.
Okay, now he's alone in a pink polo shirt, which is extra sad.
Was Rose the one that I wanted? But now it's kind of, now it's a 180. Now it's Rose really sorting out for herself
Man.
whether or not
Well,
she
he's got
wants to
his
be
pick of
with
the
me.
litter, though. Look at him. He can get any girl he wants.
Seriously, yeah. The world is his oyster. He's 54. He can't turn his head.
There are
and,
plenty of other foreign women out there that need a visa,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right?
And
That's what the show's about, right?
I think
More
so.
or less.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like I
A
might be.
foreign spouse.
I feel like I might be messed up saying that that's what the show's.
It feels like that's what it is. Like this is the premise.
That's not why they're marrying. It's
That's-
supposedly true love.
That's what they
Worried about
play
you.
off of.
If she were already in America,
I
she would
woke
be
up
dating
early
someone way more
morning
attractive.
And I want to think what you said yesterday.
Dang, he's good.
I
He's
want
got
to
no-
be alone.
He's
and
like a
have
thumb.
Space
yeah, and she
for
looks
think.
pissed off now. Oh yeah, she.
Now I have to look up if he has a medical condition.
Oh, now you're gonna see how. You're gonna call me
Oh,
out for
no.
being fucked up.
So
Oh no.
I think for now I not feel good.
Okay, I understand now.
So-
Okay, not feel good about
About what? Yeah. What
having
it,
kids.
Yeah.
You
Why?
want kids.
Yeah, I want kid because that's my dream.
it's a dream to have kids.
I feel irritated. I feel
Yep, I knew she was.
disappointed,
Yeah,
you know,
that look,
because I've
that
told
flat
Ed
eye,
so
like.
many times I want baby.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, you.
So
Okay,
big
what's his deal?
Big Ed has Klippel-Feil syndrome, which is a rare congenital condition that involves the fusion of any two of the 7 bones in the neck.
Okay, you know what? I feel bad
Right
that-
now.
You
No,
should
no.
feel bad.
but not bad
No.
enough to apologize.
No,
I had some Batman jokes lined up about, like when he goes to lose, she's like, "Oh, you want to be able to turn your head." So
I feel like I have to
you have to really feel like you
pull my
appreciate.
shoulders down. Pull my shoulders down so that my
Stand up straight.
neck
Sit up straight. Here we go.
neck is showing.
There we go.
Right, you know what, Big Ed, if you're ever in our area,
And you want to be on the podcast?
come on the podcast. We'll have some drinks.
Yeah, and I
Well,
might apologize.
Give have some beers, hang
Aw.
out.
Oh,
There's just people to be expected. People have been relentlessly cruel and vile on the internet towards Big Ed, and apparently in his high school gym he once got stuck in the neck machine.
ooh.
Stuck in the neck machine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Working
Yeah,
Well, probably a machine like normally people hang weights on their neck and then lift up and down.
but apparently his appearance on the show actually was a little bit of an inspiration for someone at home who also has the condition. So,
Oh, good for him.
aside from being horribly bullied online, his appearance actually has been pretty positive for some other people. Which
Yeah.
Is nice.
All right.
Well, you know what, Big Ed, your appearance is people there. You're laughing now because your appearance is what allows you to be internet famous, and pretty much
Boom.
probably the main reason why you're on 90 Day Fiancé.
For a month, you were TikTok royalty.
No, I think no. He's for a month. He's gonna be. Big Ed's got some
got
places to go.
He's got staying power. All right, here. How about we move on to something that's sad but in a different way. We found some stupid products that I really found funny. So first is this pillow that it's an inflatable pillow for traveling, and it's got you can see here. Once you inflate it, it's got a little room where you can rest your head and then put your arms in and still dick around on your phone.
I am about that life.
But look,
I mean, can you imagine? You just rest your face and your neck while you're doing stupid stuff.
right on the plane. And look, that's the thing is you imagine the balls you have to not only buy this, but then get on a plane, rest this on the drink or the little tray table that comes out, and then inflate it next to
know.
somebody, and then sleep on that mofo.
Yeah, to be the first one to do
I
that.
would do it. I would do it. I am
then
that
take
person.
take a little bit of balls. To be the third or fourth person, no big deal.
Oh yeah, once
If
you
see
see somebody
people
else
doing
with it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I got one. I'm gonna pull mine
Oh.
out right now.
Look,
you-
it is portable and convenient.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be not portable and inconvenient. It's no, you need a diesel powered
It kinda-
inflator.
In some situations, it kind of makes you look kind of depressed.
It does, right?
It's like you just want to put your face,
Yeah, the
bury
one-
your face.
The
I mean,
one-
especially when you're at work. Don't you just want to bury your face in a pillow at work sometimes?
Yeah, I try
True.
that every now and then, but I drive a truck for a living, so it never works out.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
you gotta keep your head up, literally.
Sleeping on the job is very frowned upon where I work. Well, okay, this picture here looks exactly like the emergency pamphlet you get in the plane.
I know.
think that's the point.
You can hug it, you can cuddle it.
It's like, will this?
You can share it with a friend.
Yeah, it
Wow.
looks like a couple of those look like it's a replacement for human contact that we've all been missing for months.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? They should draw a face on it and make it in brighter colors and stuff.
Yeah, it's like this. We'll call it
Does
the
it come
Snuggle
in?
Buddy.
It might come in.
Oh yeah, I found a
No.
I delivered to a very a frustratingly attractive customer up in
Frustratingly
Valley Center.
attractive.
Oh yeah, she was a 20-something
know what?
bartender who became a farmer.
Hey, you're not supposed to tell people
No,
the
I'm-
area that we.
Okay, well no, this is Valley Center's a big place. You don't know.
At least this time you're not revealing this person's name.
Okay, you know what? I don't need that. But anyway, I drive up there, and I can when I pull up, she comes out in the short shorts and the kind of tank toppy with the buttons in the middle, no bra, and I realize, oh god, it's been months since I've had human contact, physical.
Months.
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 Okay, it's been months.
It's been shut up.
A significant number of months.
You don't
A number
know.
of months.
could be.
It's not single digits.
Okay, you know what? That's not true. I've hugged people. Like, so human, like actual human
Oh,
counts.
you count hugs as
Right now, given this year, yes.
okay.
You take your
We're,
victories where you can.
Don't want to out you too much on the.
Yeah, no,
we're
you're
not.
just
We're
gonna-
not
we're
mean
just gonna-
spirited on here,
No.
except for the one time that we were talking about. When we had Manda on the show back in the early days.
Yeah.
I was
Were you really?
I was
mean
talking
to
about
him?
how you were single. I was talking about how you're single.
Oh.
Painfully single.
But and
Heartbreakingly
and you see
single.
and you see frustratingly attractive
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
Well, so next time you do that, I want to see what frustratingly attractive looks like. So just next time you see her, pull out a phone or something and just
oh man,
snap a real quick
I need to
picture.
take a picture of you for my podcast.
or pretend that you're just like like going through emails and then kind of hold it
Okay,
up
this feels like sketchy behavior.
and then take a picture.
This is
and then
how we
kinda go-
lose. This is how we lose rental income. You realize that,
when
right?
I get
How?
when I get arrested for taking surreptitious pictures of customers.
He gets fired.
Oh, for taking pictures.
Look, they already said one more racial epithet, and I'm going on review.
Do it on Snapchat and then send me the snap.
Okay, there we go. Fine, I'll
He doesn't even have Snapchat.
I can download it. What the? Okay, you know what? Look,
You have Snap.
I
right?
do.
He does not.
You have Snapchat.
No, I
No.
don't. Okay, you know what? This product's stupid, but also probably
I would use it.
It's like the Snuggie. It's like it's probably really comfortable, but also kind of sad. Speaking of sad, this is like sad for this year. We've got the like the NE1 helmet. It's like an N95. mask.
Introducing the NE1 helmet, built for anyone, anywhere.
Okay.
Enjoy the protection
Look at this.
of
It's
a
like something out of a
patent-pending
50s era
filtration
sci-fi
system,
movie.
Comfort through a continuous
I
flow
feel
of air. Visibility through a
This one doesn't use the mouse. The
Spacebar.
space bar. I feel like if you were to time travel from the past into the future, you'd be like, oh, snap. Like
Whoa.
humans are, they're like inhabiting and terraforming different planets and they're almost done. They still got to wear the helmet.
Yeah,
but
no,
like
you're-
the pressure is right. They just need to work on the oxygen levels. And they're
no.
almost there.
No, you're in New Jersey right now.
It's like,
wait,
what?
wait.
This is Earth?
Yeah, this is Earth. This is Earth.
Right.
I mean, I don't hate the
large anti-fog, anti-glare
anti-fog,
face shield.
Anti-glare.
Clarity, provided by a Bluetooth audio system.
Oh,
and
What?
external speakers.
Bluetooth.
At Valhalla
A
Med,
speaker?
Like
we're on a
astronauts.
mission to take back tomorrow.
Take
Join
back-
us
okay.
in our effort to get the world
This is-
smiling safely again.
This is the sort of thing you'd see in a RoboCop, like one of those fake ads they had there, where like, hey, are you tired of the virus that has ended our entire social structure? Well, take back the future with this helmet we've made. We've just slapped a couple of air filters you'd see on like a painting mask on the side of this helmet, and we're going to charge you $200 for it.
Let's go back to that. I want to look at some of the other stuff.
What's some of the other stuff you say? What other stuff?
Their Facebook. Was there an article about?
Go back. Click back.
Yeah, go there.
Click
Go
back
back.
one more time.
Oh yeah, on the Hang on, it's
One more
spinning. Wait,
Oh.
I think we got it.
That's fine. I just wanted to see if there's any other.
Let's see what else is going on. I think this is their only one. This is like the NE1 like official thing. Anything? This is not good pod.
I know.
Like, what's
I-
this? Is there a
I-
thing? there?
But
We're doing some stuff. So
yeah,
it's got
yeah.
Bluetooth. It's got a fog-proof shield, and you
Well-
just have to look like a major asshole.
yeah,
for
I
the
know.
rest of your
like,
day.
so, who's gonna start wearing this around? Like, anytime you go out, this is like literal like
You put on
bubble
your space helmet,
bubble boy stuff.
right?
Remember when people were joking about wearing hazmat suits at the grocery store?
Right. And
Well, now they're like saying, "Well, you know what? That wasn't."
well, look, the mask is hard to breathe in, so maybe we come up with some. Look,
Astronauts are cool.
look, I've seen a couple of tactical looking masks that look really cool, but they always cost like an amount that if this virus goes on for like another like 4 months, it might be worth it. But if they solve it like the next day, like oh yeah, the vaccine's out, I'd be like, no, I just spent 45.
You know, a lot of the people that complain about masks, I swear, are the same people that will go on vacation 4 or 5 times a year and intentionally go snorkeling or deep sea scuba diving where they have to like wear full face masks and breathing is like not that possible.
I get what you're going through, but remember, they're volunteering to go underwater.
Yeah.
I get that.
It's still an inconvenience to the way you breathe.
That's specific, but
I'm just saying.
I'm
if
saying.
you can snorkel,
well,
Yeah, I
most
guess.
you can wear a mask.
Well, I don't snorkel.
and I don't want to wear a mask, but
It was-
I want to wear a
you know,
cool
it was
mask.
well,
really-
we don't all get to make
Well,
choices the
we
way
can
we want to.
we can wear this helmet though.
Yeah, you can wear that helmet.
Does it have a suit to go like with
oh
it?
yeah, I hope look, you can just buy a silver jumpsuit and then paint the rest silver, and then you can look like a 50s era, like you're out of the Twilight Zone.
And you know
you
what?
could probably get like
You know what?
stuff.
You know those sci-fi movies where they go to the future and everyone's wearing like a big jumpsuit?
Yeah.
I wonder if that came from this.
So
like,
yeah.
so people started wearing this helmet and then they started wearing the jumpsuits, and then like we're always like wondering was like, why do people wear jumpsuits in the future? Now we know because there's pandemics out there
Yeah,
and airborne AIDS.
airborne. Don't jinx
No,
us. Do not
no.
jinx.
No, we don't.
We have the rest of
We don't
October,
use that as a joke
November,
either.
and December. Not this year. Next year, go for it. This year, no.
Okay.
Like that, yeah, because you're jinxing us now.
All right. Did I ruin the helmet?
Yeah, you
thing?
also may have crossed a line there.
I mean, any other year I would approve.
Wait. Airborne.
Yeah,
What's-
we don't.
Yeah, you have to.
We don't use that.
You
as
call it
a-
airborne grids first.
Airborne what?
Grids first. That's what they called AIDS first. Gay-related immunodisease.
Oh man, that's worse.
Yeah, way worse.
Yeah, we don't. That's not
See, I could have
something we
said that. I
joke
could have
about.
said that. All right.
Yeah, you could have said that.
All right. So I feel that now that I
You
joked
sh-
about that, like I might be the first person to get it. I'm going to be the first person to get airborne. Patient 0.
How about we stick with like airborne syphilis?
Okay, airborne
Her-
syphilis,
airborne herpes. 'cause
airborne herpes.
herpes sounds fun.
Even how about airborne Ebola?
Isn't it already airborne?
No, it's
no.
it's
Well, yeah.
fluids.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
fluids, but it has a short incubation period, so like it doesn't spread as fast.
Yeah, you gotta get you're only infectious when you have symptoms.
Yeah. So then
That's why that's why it's easy to catch.
yeah, it's easy to narrow down and
Yeah,
stop the
and-
Ebolas.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
we
wait
don't, we
when
don't want
that
airborne
breeds. Wait
syphilis.
until that breeds with
Stop that.
coronavirus.
Okay, listen, you're
All right.
you're fuzzing that out. That's on you.
That's
Stop.
fussing that out.
Yeah, that's
What are you? No,
syphilis and Ebola.
let's.
They scissored until they made a virus baby.
So let's move on.
Yeah,
because
probably.
this is just
No,
too.
I want to talk more about lesbian diseases.
No, no.
I think there's a lot of gold to be
man.
mined. Okay,
We already this one's already. We can't air this one.
Pause this really
We
quick.
got to start over.
Pause it really.
Alright.
So yeah, we watched Beetlejuice as
Yeah.
part of our Halloween mega movie marathon.
Yeah, because it is Halloween, and like we wanted to do something special. Hopefully, I don't know. I thought it might be good.
We're gonna do a
for-
number of movies that is not going to be determined or defined on this podcast on air.
but
Okay.
it probably has something to do
Swear
with
to God, if you say
the main number, the main numbers. It could be 666 movies that were.
maybe.
Oh God, no.
Okay, so let's play the trailer. Bring this up a little bit.
From the director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Oh,
That makes
Adam and
sense.
Barbara are
Oh yeah, ghosts are flammable.
they have candle fingers,
Yeah.
their house is being haunted by the living.
and
The house could use a little remodeling.
they can
And
float, but only
scare
while
them
they're
into
asleep.
leaving.
Right.
Dad, it's a little late to be neurotic.
So they're calling on Beetlejuice.
Oh, cool! A whole movie about Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So much of the movie will have this.
Scary.
What do you think of this?
Nice.
Now the party's
Oh, yeah,
over.
they didn't show that. Like, use your imagination.
Oh man, the snake scene was
But
great.
the fun has just begun.
It's showtime.
One of those big game hunters or something.
Throw your voice, fool your friends, fun and party.
Not bad.
Throw your voice.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah, the arts. That's the part that everyone remembers probably.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you.
Wow, this trailer's like showing all the good parts too.
Yeah, it's just like
He's guaranteed
all the
to
good
put
parts are
some
in the
life
trailer, unfortunately.
Attention, Kingward shoppers.
in your afterlife.
See this
This makes it-
trailer
Is
is what ruined us
Right?
because we believed
It was
that
gonna-
we were about to be served a whole lot of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, we thought, okay, what's on the docket is like you're gonna get some of these boring people, some of the yuppies, and just a impacted butt full of Beetlejuice,
Beetlejuice was in like 90% of that trailer,
right?
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
but he's in like
With the most, babe.
And, like,
17% of the movie.
And even his like catchphrase there that you remember mostly from like the cartoon. It's like, I'm the ghost with the most. It's just I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
But it does make sense that the music is Danny Elfman. Like that.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
And who was this music? Who's this directed by?
Tim
Burton.
Burton.
Okay,
Yeah, this
sorry.
is
I
this
just
is
wanted to
like-
make sure because
there are parts of this movie. Pretty much this whole movie is like peak Tim Burton.
peak Tim Burton.
I did really like it. I loved how like the well, here, how about you give us the synopsis, Sam?
I was going to say this may or may not be the only Tim Burton film that we watch for the month of October. So the basic story of Beetlejuice is that this happily married and
Deeply in love, really.
really couple with no children are on their staycation, and they end up crashing their car over the bridge in their tiny little town and dying. And their friend, who's a real estate agent, sells the house to this very yuppie couple who move in and start changing everything. However, this couple, who is played by Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, don't really have a true afterlife. They get to haunt their house for 125 years.
I guess.
And so they're living in this house, and there's these people moving in and changing things, breaking things, destroying it. And so they want to get these people out of their house, and it's kind of their attempt to scare them away. And they are told not to contact Beetlejuice, played by Michael Keaton, but the young girl, the daughter of the couple who move in, played by Winona Ryder, Lydia, ends up calling for Beetlejuice to assist after a seance gone wrong. And then he kind of just ruins everybody's day. And then it's, they have to get rid of him.
Okay, so how about we start with there's just the part that's kind of the most unsatisfying is that they like the trailer says like you're in for a Beetlejuice, a Michael Keaton like full filled ride, and Michael Keaton, he is like good as Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
He's
this
great.
is one of his most iconic roles.
Right, and like my dad always said, like parts of this movie are great, and those are the parts he's talking about. Is like these really memorable Tim Burton AF scenes.
Michael Keaton's best roles all started with B. Batman, Beetlejuice,
Yep.
Birdman.
Birdman. Oh yeah, definitely. If only Vulture had like actually no, it was his
Spider-Man.
yeah because him as Vulture. But honestly, he was scarier as just the dad with the gun talking to Spider. He was way creepier there.
Yeah.
But no, I like it because he plays like Beetlejuice, like this sleazy used car salesman corpse,
Yeah.
like on
Yeah.
meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got like, the old commercials where
Yeah,
it's like,
he's
come
got-
on down.
Yeehaw! He's got like the cowboy hat and shit, and I'm like, this is phenomenal.
The
I love
number
that,
flashing on screen.
right? And it's like he's a bio exorcist, and
Bioexorcist.
there's a lot of themes in this, like your pests, like like oh we just have pests in the house, but the pests are people.
Pests are people. Yeah, like
that sounds like an environmentalist.
so they
bumper
have
sticker.
to yeah, they have to so yeah, I guess what that means is he exercises the bios, the life from
Yeah,
from your home.
the breeders.
Yeah, the breeders to make more ghosts. And I noticed the afterlife is a lot more bureaucratic than I thought it was going to be. So like the mysticism of the afterlife I gathered from Beetlejuice is like kind of wacky, like off kilter, off shapen Tim Burton art.
Yep.
Lots of bureaucracy. and most of the afterlife is just a giant desert with these giant like Beetlejuice looking like
Sand snakes or something.
Yeah,
black
if
and
you-
white
if you-
striped
Dune.
sand
Yeah,
snakes.
if you're a ghost haunting a house and you step out the front door, you go into this horror, this like Arrakis basically.
You walk into the set of Dune.
Yep,
That's
and
crazy.
sandworms immediately try to kill you.
Yeah.
That's why you don't get haunted when you're walking down the street. That explains it.
Yeah,
So that's why houses are haunted because they can't leave the house.
yeah.
it makes perfect sense.
That's the way that Tim Burton thought of it, right? Or
Ye-
whoever,
I gotta show you
Michael McDowell or whatever.
I gotta show you Ghost Talk on TikTok.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Ghost Talk.
Yeah.
Is that the thing with the skinwalkers? That's Skinwalker
Yes.
Ranch.
Okay, okay. Skinwalkers, they're not ghosts. They're
No,
They're like
it's
a
like
cryptid.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like hauntings and shadow people, which I shouldn't have said.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't say it,
snap.
and don't let the kids with black eyes into your house. Now, where were we? Oh yes, I like that this movie also has a lot to say about yuppies and their tasteless society, because they come in and they buy the house and immediately they get like, they say we have to tear all this down in 80s this the F up.
Yeah.
With spray paint.
Oh yeah, they're just spraying mauve. We got to take this wall out. This super gay interior designer who's in like a obviously in a beard relationship. You learned that at the party.
Oh, is he?
Come on, you see him like, with his girlfriend. It's like, oh yeah, she loves having drama, and they hate each other. That's just his cover.
Yeah, because they couldn't.
You
They were the world wasn't ready for an out gay guy yet.
Who was?
So they were,
I mean, this was
this was the
1988.
this was the bridge. This is the stepping
Yeah.
stone to that.
This was, the height of a lot of the crisis across the country. So,
Right.
They weren't trying to.
Yeah, but
Right,
but
so
they still wanted to have that character. They still
Yes.
needed the flamboyancy of this character.
They wanted the stereotype.
I love that he had like yes, I'm a paranormal investigator and also an interior designer. I just so the movie can happen.
And he's like that one. There's this one scene where he's like, "So you're gonna exorcise Beetlejuice?" And he's like, "Yes, I know just as much about exorcism as I do about interior design."
And meanwhile, you look at this hideous house they
And
make.
then-
Which
and then
is
you-
none.
and then it shows their face and like, what is that? Is that good or bad? What does that mean? Is that a lot or a little?
I don't. Yeah, because I'm sitting here in this like 80s like turd you've crapped out into the Midwest.
It was like an 80s kind of like New York goth. Like it looked like Gotham City.
Yeah.
Like this is what like Gotham City buildings look like when you go inside of them.
Yeah, the outside is still white, but then on the inside it's all like dark tones and steel and stuff.
And then like the weird like crab hand looking art.
Oh
that
yeah,
she-
her
she
art,
did.
her hideous art.
Did they ever set
Yeah.
the where this is supposed to actually be taking place? Because it looks like maybe it's Vermont, maybe it's Maine. It's
I
kind of
do
got
not
that
know.
overcast green,
It looks
very quaint.
it looks kind of East Coasty, but then it kind of
Oh,
looks
New England.
So
New England,
Maine.
yeah.
I was right.
Boom, nailed it. And the family is like mostly terrible except for Lydia, the daughter. Like the
Yeah.
father gets there, he just wants to relax. And he just wants one room that looks like a human designed it. And the wife is like with her gay friend, like, no, we have to tear down everything. And he's trying to already sell like the whole, like buy up and sell the whole town.
yeah. Like he was talking to who was he talking to in that scene?
Just some like real
boss or
estate
something?
developer from New York.
He's like, yeah, they don't know how much
Their properties are
property, how cheap it is out here.
we
You can buy the whole town.
Yeah, we could just buy it and then yuppie it up.
That's it's crazy. Yeah.
Thank God they.
Yeah, Beetlejuice showed up. Actually, he's
Didn't.
technically the hero.
Yeah, Beetlejuice
In
might
a
be the
way.
anti-hero of
Yeah,
this
he's
whole
the
thing, huh?
hero the town needed, not the hero it deserved.
Yeah,
I
just like,
think,
whoa, just like Batman.
just like Batman.
Oh,
Except
God.
That
except
comes full.
Beetlejuice is pretty rapey. Okay,
Oh, you know what I want to be for Halloween? I want to be Batman with Beetlejuice.
With
Like the
Beetlejuice's,
mouth part
like-
is Beetlejuice with all like the green moss
oh god,
crap
that's
growing
so
on him or whatever that was.
gross.
Do you think that that'll play well?
No. Oh, okay.
If the hair's coming out.
with the hair coming out in little spots, and maybe like the cape is Beetlejuice colors.
So we call you Beetle Man
No, just
or
Beetle.
Bat Juice?
Bat juice, bat juice, bat juice all the way.
Hi,
everybody, I'm juice,
Bat
but-
Juice.
Oh,
I'm Bat Juice.
Oh man, that was great. And
So I'm done. I get to leave now.
right, okay, and that book was like the linchpin of the whole movie. Like if that book didn't exist, like none of the movie happens.
The handbook for the recently deceased.
Yeah, I thought as Ghost, they're like, oh, it shows up to everyone who dies and is a ghost. Only you are able to see that. Apparently, it's a physical copy that
a
anyone
literal
can just pick up and grab.
You couldn't give him a ghost copy.
I know.
Because the gay interior designer guy, he grabs it at some point, like slips away and starts doing seances with it.
He's like, I'm gonna read this whole thing.
Well, Lydia picks it up first, doesn't she?
Yeah, she picks it up
Yeah,
too.
she-
at some
she
point.
reads-
And
do it,
then and then Otho snags it, and then that's when, because we're sort of talking about the party scenes a little bit, and the second one is where Otho has a straight up seance and ends up
Almost killing
the dead people almost.
Yeah,
So like, yeah, why would you make it a corporeal book?
right. And also, why would you put that in the book to begin with? Okay, listen, you're not supposed to let this happen, but here's exactly how to kill your ghosts.
What? But if the Maitlands, Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin, had actually read the book, they maybe could have used it to get rid of Beetlejuice.
Right?
Oh yeah, huh? They could have gotten rid of Beetlejuice.
Apparently, all you have to do is say his name 3 times anyway. Like
I know that apparently that brings him and takes him away.
yeah, you can do either way.
So if you say it 6 times, it just negates it.
Right?
He's like,
Beetlejuice,
"But,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Wait, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
yeah, but his name takes so long to say that he
Yes.
can
He
stop
can-
you from saying it.
But like he's like varying degrees of super powerful because he's like throwing zippers at people's mouths, then like plates of steel, and then sometimes teleporting them away.
Yeah, he's got like lots of powers.
Very
And-
ill-defined.
And yeah, we don't really know how they work.
He spent
Unclear.
a long time being dead.
Yeah,
He's been dead
centuries
right.
at least.
So he's using his haunting abilities to actually turn into power, manifest as like
yeah.
powers.
And also,
Yeah.
like they have like Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin have powers too because they can like move stuff and they
Stretch their faces out.
They can make what's her face float.
Lydia.
Oh yeah.
Well, and they discovered how to possess everybody at the first party.
Yeah, let's talk
Oh, yeah,
about
that was-
the first party was great because they decide, okay, we need to take this up a notch, and they just make them sing "Daylight Come" and they won't go home.
Yeah, I know. Like the first, so their
Hey-oh.
so their first their first haunting was just like pulling off their face, decapitating, which we don't see them learning that.
Yeah, they slip into it
Because
really quick.
the living won't see the dead.
Yeah, they
Not
purposely don't.
can't.
Yeah.
Won't.
So Lydia, she can't. What?
She can see
'Cause she's
them.
a-
She
abnormal.
will see the
The
dead.
book said like the book says like they won't see the abnormal, but she says I have been described as abnormal. And like, Lydia scenes, yeah, like the scenes with Lydia, they're like some of the other most memorable scenes under Beetlejuice scenes.
They're heartwarming.
They're very hard, yeah, because she may be a goth and she wears like a veil to eat.
She's
but-
just a sad kid.
Yeah, she's a proto goth.
But yeah, that was probably the most iconic scene.
Oh,
Was the dance party
Mm-hmm.
where they all involuntarily start moving their bodies to.
Day-o. Daylight come and me want go home.
And yeah, and then like they go from like not being able to do anything to like what possessing like 6 people
I know.
and then having hands come out of the thing and like form
Shrimp hands,
shrimp
yeah.
hands and drag them into the thing, and they love it obviously because they're a bunch of bored yuppies like desperate for experience.
Well, and then Lydia goes up
I
to
know.
talk to them, and they're like, "We don't want to go down there." And so she goes and tells the guests, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
like,
that scene.
"They're like, goodbye." And it's like,
Well, I thought you
oh,
had ghosts, and
yeah.
I wanted to see them.
Yeah,
It's like
they-
that wasn't enough.
They do a 180 from like, oh, there are ghosts to you're a fraud.
You're lying to me. I don't know what that was.
I literally
like you
I'm going to
literally
deny
just
it.
experienced it.
the most concrete example of paranormal activity, and you're like, well, you go from I believe to oh, you can't reproduce it immediately. Oh, bye.
So it's like, hey, you know what? That's actually kind of maybe like an analogy for ghost sightings and ghost stories themselves. Huh?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah?
they're not immediately reproducible. But I was gonna say
It's
that
like voluntary.
Ye-
There's a word I was looking for. It's like voluntarily choosing not to believe anymore,
yeah.
or like it's a choice. Even though you have all of the proof in front of you, you are choosing not to accept it.
Yeah, they were, and you'd think they would be okay with that. They'd be like, "Oh, the ghost can't come down. Oh, fine. You know what?
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
come back next time.
Yeah.
You know, these are ghosts after
I need
all."
to
like,
I need to reflect on this like life and like spiritually altering experience I've just had.
I know I've never seen a ghost in my life, so if I can't see one right now, but maybe someday I will be able to.
I literally
I'm fine with that. I'll come back.
Yeah, I literally lost control of my body
And,
and-
shrimp hands
and
came
shrimp hands came out. I need to reflect for a minute. Maybe like pray. I don't know. But no. It's like you can't reproduce it in like right now. No. Well, bye.
It's like, bye. We're out of here. You guys need to figure something out with your lives because this is messed up.
Yeah, like listen, you can't entertain us continuously.
And then they were like, well, then they weren't letting that hold them back. They're like, we're going to make a damn theme park of this then. And you guys will see.
This thing that we already established we cannot control.
We're
be
going to
like-
make them do parlor tricks and dancing and roller coaster rides for everybody.
That'd be like saying, like, look, the zoo, we can only guarantee you can see the animals maybe once every 20th time you come here.
I know. Yeah, I guess that's true, yeah. But if the animals were like, like these spiritual beings, then I'd be like, you know what? Maybe. You know what? If
Maybe.
they only come here every once in a while, then I'll buy a ticket to possibly see one. If I know that it's possible.
Right.
Other people are coming back and telling me that they've done it.
Oh, man.
And then they were able to get that like investor in on it too.
Yeah, the guy's former boss.
Yeah.
The big real estate tycoon or something.
Maxie Dean.
Was it the guy with he had like the mustache and he looked like an oil guy or
He
something?
did, yeah. He looked like a modern day oil tycoon.
Yeah.
And like
Very sleazy,
Mhm.
oily.
Yeah, they get him out there because his wife is super into the supernatural, coincidentally.
so like I forgot what that. I think the same thing happened again, where they're like, "Oh, the ghosts won't come," and you're like, "You know what? I thought you had something here." It's like
Yeah.
you're willing to believe this guy about ghosts,
Right? Just at the drop of a hat, come out to where was it again? I totally spaced it.
Thea or
No, to the where they live, New England.
Yeah.
From New York to drive out to New England,
yeah.
and just on the off chance that this guy that you don't really like has actual ghosts.
And they're
And-
like,
and
"Oh,
you're-
you can't control." You know what? I'm out of here.
Well, and that's when Otho does the seance.
Yeah.
And then
Gina,
Lydia runs upstairs to try to get help and
Oh wait,
calls
wait.
out.
Before that, he was at he was at Dante's Inferno room.
Oh,
that.
Like I love that
Yeah.
because like he's trying to like they managed to get Beetlejuice back to this little miniature town, and they're like trying to get him to shut up, and then suddenly a whorehouse appears.
because he kind of. I didn't hear them say his name, but like he invited himself out and
Right?
turned into the snake
Yep.
of the banister, turned the banister into Beetlejuice snake.
And this turned Lydia against them for a minute.
Right.
Yeah. And then he attacks them, and then they're like, "Oh, kind of okay." The next day,
Right? Like
Drops the guy
it
from his
drops the guy
head,
on 20
pushes
feet
a guy down
the
the
stairs.
stairs.
I thought they'd be ghosts. No, but then it's like it's like, who made the whorehouse? And then they get like sucked into the afterlife. The whorehouse was my idea.
Yeah, the lady was like, because like Beetlejuice said he didn't make it, and then like the what's his name, Alec Baldwin was like,
Mhm.
I didn't. He's like, I didn't make it.
You think I made a stylistic whorehouse that you didn't notice?
So they had to really explain that that Beetlejuice didn't make it, he didn't make it, and then the bureaucrat
The bureaucrat
Their
did.
case-
bureaucrat lady,
Caseworker.
the
Case
caseworker
worker.
made it.
She was like, I had to get him out of there somehow.
So I gave him a lay. There you go.
Ghost lay.
Okay, so then yeah, it's like she goes up to the attic and finds Beetlejuice and says his name. Like I can't tell you for some reason.
I know that was
But I can walk you up to it.
yeah.
He plays charades.
Right?
I wonder why
So-
he couldn't tell. I wonder if that's kind of like there is an actual Beetlejuice out there, but his name isn't Beetlejuice. It's just some weird random.
Okay, don't say it one more time.
It's just some weird, it's just some weird random word. So like there's a name out there that we're not saying.
Right?
That if we say it 3 times, like someone's just driving down there.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
Someone just driving down the street and they're like,
Like lobster bisque.
lobster. Well, I don't know. Lobster.
People say that all the time.
I know.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, galactic tampon. Someone just says galactic tampon, galactic tampon, galactic tampon.
Oh God! And watch a giant tampon crushes us.
Someone's tampon from the space station hurtles down and it doesn't get eaten up in the atmosphere.
I feel like
Oh.
that's something that's not normally said.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
And it was a I only know that because it was a mishearing, a very memorable mishearing that I had with a friend of mine.
You thought someone said galactic tampon.
No, she thought that I said galactic
Oh
tampon.
wow! What did you actually say?
I don't know. I forgot what I said, but
It
it was outshined by galactic tampon.
Good point. Good point.
I think I said like grab a crampon or something. Grab a
you-
crayon or something.
Crampon. I was gonna say, like, were you into technical climbing at the time?
I don't know.
I don't understand what's that. Okay. Okay.
So,
Yes, I
so
tried
in
to-
order to agree for him to help her, she has to marry him.
And they kind of crap out this rule at the last second just to add some
Yeah.
stakes.
She's 17 and she's gonna marry, 500-year-old Michael Keaton.
This is way less romantic than Twilight.
That's what the
Uh,
17-year-old girl songs are about. They're about her
Yep.
and the feelings of Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
But so like
Heartthrob.
we had this whole movie with a couple of small interjections that leads up to this one big final scene with Beetlejuice where he's going to marry her so that I think that would have helped him escape the
The plan.
saying his name 3 times.
Or something, I
If-
guess.
I think he
like-
wanted to become corporeal, actually.
I have no
Something
clue.
like that?
Again, ill-defined. Like, this movie is
Right.
not quite as good as, like, the people who saw it as kids remember.
Yeah.
But like it's the most it was a little disappointing. I don't remember it being that disappointing because like he sends Alec Baldwin's character into the miniature set.
Yep.
He
Sends Gina Davis to the desert.
He ends up sending her to the desert and then like she comes riding in on one of those sandworms.
Like a minute later.
Jumps off and it crashes into him through the floorboards into hell.
Right?
And then he's gone.
Just gone. Like that was the most Tim Burton wedding he was trying to set up. Like, she's already in a dress, and he's like him not being married is totally his fault because he's like, oh, I have to do an aside where like, oh, this is a big commitment. Oh, where's the ring? Oh, there's all this stuff he could have avoided.
Yeah, and if ghosts can tame those sandworms that easily, then shouldn't that kind of
Defeats
like
the purpose
defeats
of that
the
being
purpose
a thing.
of that being a thing? Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's the Kwisatz Haderach.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna run. There's worm sign. She's gonna
Right.
she's gonna like get the spice melange. Like, there's a whole other movie that we need to write the fanfic for.
Yes. So Beetlejuice wasn't even, and he was only in 17 minutes of like an hour and 40-minute long movie
That heavily featured
Yeah.
him in the trailer.
in the trailer, and
They
he didn't even
tricked us.
wear his trademark costume
Until
for as long.
The very
as
because
that.
you remember that from the
The cartoon.
where he's like always wearing that.
And I remember so I was disappointed by Beetlejuice because I was jaded by the cartoon. I saw the
Me too.
cartoon first.
Yeah.
So then when I saw the movie, I was like, why is it showing the guy with the glasses and the shirt and his wife the whole time?
Yeah. Where's
like, why is it-
Beetlejuice?
Why is the story focused on these two characters?
I would have loved it if like he showed up immediately and was dogging them the whole time, but he was kind of a little less creepy. He got like more like methed out and more like car salesman-y as he got closer to freedom.
There was no real build up. It was just
Yeah.
like here's a little taste.
Yeah.
Here's and like you don't get any real progression of like stress with it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, well, maybe we'll talk to him, maybe we won't. And then all of a sudden you just have this whole huge scene at the end that just ends rather suddenly.
Yeah, then it's peak Beetlejuice for like a couple seconds, and then he
Right.
he
So,
gets
yeah.
defeated pretty quickly.
Okay, how about final thoughts on this?
Oh, you pointed out the fly.
Oh yeah, the fly. Yeah.
Oh, the fly. Well, I feel like that might be. I feel like Men in Black might be referencing the intro to
Oh yeah, it had this whole like flying thing,
to Beetlejuice, where like you're kind of flying through the town,
and then at some
it turns
point it
into like
transitions
a,
into the
little
the
city.
miniature.
and then you see the fly kind of flying through the miniature again, and he gets eaten by Beetlejuice.
He holds up like a Zagnut bar.
Yeah. So I wonder if Men in Black was referencing another.
I wouldn't be
Burton film.
surprised if they didn't. If
Was
they
Men
did
in
that.
Black Tim Burton?
Probably not.
I believe it. I think it was Tim Burton.
Okay, now let's.
So
Since
we have
don't-
to give some education to this.
Oh, my sensei gave me
podcast.
kudos on my run today. Okay,
Alright,
let's see.
we'll cut this slow part out.
No, we're not. We're this is all
Barry
staying in.
Sonnenfeld, based on the Marvel series.
Boom. There you go.
What? There was a Men in Black is Marvel?
It was a comic book before.
Whoa.
It was a comic.
Malibu Marvel. So it was
Oh.
Malibu probably, and then
Watered
purchased
down.
by Marvel.
Yeah, watered down Marvel. Okay.
All
See,
right.
they should have been Avengers at some point.
Well, yeah.
That would have been great if like every like ancillary Avenger showed up too in that movie. Like, oh, the Men in Black are here. Wait, are they really? I mean, technically,
Well, they had the duck.
technically they are.
They had Howard the Duck, right?
Right, Howard the
Mhm.
Duck somewhere in there.
They should have just had the Men in Black with like
Wait,
Will Smith with the noisy cricket.
Yeah.
shooting
Wait,
at-
did they buy Disney before or after Endgame?
Disney purchased them.
Oh, Disney did. Oh, sorry, was Disney purchased by?
And
I think it was before Endgame. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great if like Mickey Mouse and like all the Disney princesses showed up too for the fight? Like Mulan sitting there like slicing up people, like Cinderella sitting there like stabbing like people in the eye with her glass slipper and shit.
I mean, isn't that what Wreck-It Ralph was?
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Wreck-It
Oh.
Ralph was like that was supposed to be the whole internet, and I don't think they were.
They did not anticipate how real it would be.
They
Oh,
didn't,
God.
and they didn't. They obviously didn't put everything on the internet in that.
No.
So I think they punked out. They
did.
could have put like more internet stuff.
Okay, but here let's finish up here. In the end, they say like Beetlejuice ends up in hell, which is basically the DMV for the dead. Gets his head shrunken, and Lydia is like helping out the Alec Baldwin with his arts and crafts and getting good grades, so they'll do like the shake, Shinora. Like it's like will you float me into the air and let like ghost football players like sing behind me?
That was cute.
That was very
cute.
nice. That's another one of those very iconic scenes from the movie that people remember. Like my dad, I think my dad was very right when he said there are some really good parts to this movie.
Parts.
Yeah.
There
Just
are.
parts, not the whole.
Nope.
Parts.
You know what? I believe that it is a good Halloween movie, and it is
Yeah.
worthy of watching during
Agree.
this time of the year.
I agree.
Definitely. All right. I think, you know what? I think we should call it.
Wrap it up.
Oh, yeah. Listen, thanks for listening to the Transmit Podcast.
Hey, let's get some spooky in there too.
Oh, okay. There we go. See, I control the tone of this podcast. All right,
It
so
kind of goes together too.
it kind of does. Okay, so I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
I'm Samantha.
Okay, and you can follow us on Facebook.
Instagram.
Twitter, and now YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like, subscribe, follow,
On the Transmit Podcast.
or we'll find you.
See you next time.
In Dallas.
Yes, contact us.